Q87s Jam. Today my guest, if you're into music and the UK scene, he's an original NASTYCREW member, a Grime original, trapper to teacher.
Jesus.
Armour, welcome to the show, my guy.
Namaste, God. Namaste.
Come on. So for the people that don't know, give a little description of where you grew and...
Okay. So, first of all, I want to say thank you, my God, because the truth of the matter is, you grew with man, innit, from when man was small. And there's many who are not here due to being banged up or due to being under the ground. So, first of all, I just want to say thank you for being you and doing what you're doing, and thank you for inviting, man. So, imagine, man asks the beginning. Okay, briefly, man would just touch, okay, so Northwest London is originally where man's from. Kilburn, 86, Watling Gardens, Shoot Up Hill. Imagine, that's the start for Anton, Armour. But, yeah, so mum was in and out of jail. So I would come to East London regular. Like, mum was in and out of jail like regular. Like, trust me when I say regular. So coming to East London was a blessing because Northwest is a bruv, the gunplay is mad. Like, the gunplay is mad. So me coming here was a blessing. Man went to 3 different primary schools, 3 different secondary schools, Old Palace, Wellerton Way, and St. Mary's in Northwest London. And when man come here, man touched Bow Boys. Man went QPCS in Northwest London, and then man got kicked out of Bow Boys in year 10, and they sent man to Waltham Forest College, to try and do a little something there. But yeah, no, so it started out Roman Road, LaFever Walk. It was greasy, man. It was greasy, and man was active on the street from way back. Man like Blair Robinson, man like Butcher, Lance, man like Ashley Diamond. Big up Diamond. Who else? There's Bear, man. Big up Jay Davis. Man used to just yeah. There's enough names I can mention, but yeah, that was when Anton was active, like on the streets. You know, this bully man thing. Man's not really like a gunman type or the shank type. It's more of a fisticuff thing. That's my thing, innit?
So what years was this? 90s?
Bruv, this was 1990, 98, 99. This is when I started getting active. Prior to that in Northwest London, so Northwest London shaped me. Briefly, I'll just give you briefly. So mum had a drug addiction. So before I touched road, man tasted crack, innit? Like before I touch road. Enough man say, oh yeah, man's on this thing, and oh yeah, but mum and dad's at home, innit? Let's not get twisted. Or mum's at home, or dad's at home, or you're in foster care and your foster family are at home. My thing, I was born into the thing. When I was born, blood, man was sick. Man didn't keep nothing down. So man was on a life support machine for what, just shy of a year, blood. So really and truly, it was touch and go with man's life from the beginning. When I was then healthy, I was then exposed to crackheads coming in and out my yard, drug dealers coming in and out my yard. Man saw knives and straps and blood on clothes and madness, and auntie getting banged up when my mum went jail by her boyfriend. Just a whole lot of madness, blood. So then when I'm going out on the council estate, Watling Gardens, man even comment on my socials and they're like, yep, I can vouch for that. I was there. I see the nigga do that. Like, it's that deep, bruv. Man would bust man up with Lucasade bottles like regular. These time Lucasade bottles were glass, bruv. There was no plastic, no nothing. It was glass. It was real.
Yeah, I was about to say that. They weren't plastic.
Jesus, are you mad? No, they was glass. And this is, you know, this is my paradigm. This is my subconscious mind that was molded and shaped from then, from a young kid. Yeah. So mum's boyfriend try to abuse man, like physically, like try to bad man up and all that. So all of this stuff happened when I was like from 8 to 14, let's say. But in between, I'm backwards and forwards from Northwest to East London, yeah? So I get to Bow Boys in year 8. I now become the bully. So as soon as I go there, man get bad up. Like, man get bad up. Like, it's normal.
So did you have this mentality already before you moved to East London?
Yes. So when I come here, my paradigm. So we've all got something. called a subconscious mind.
Yeah.
And we are programmed. Our subconscious mind is our engine that drives us, blood. So my subconscious mind was programmed. We're all programmed from kids, innit? We're programmed prior because we look like our mum and dad. That's a programming in itself, right?
Yep, yep.
Our DNA. So we see what we see as kids. This is why they want us to go nursery, primary school, secondary school, uni, college, whatever, because it's a programming. It's colonial programming. It's that simple.
It's an institution.
Yeah, come on, fam. So yeah, I was programmed on this mad thing. Mum's boyfriend try abuse man, get physical with man. So my programming partially was aggressive, was violence, was so, that. Yeah. Boom, man's 11, bruv, 10, 11. Police are coming to my yard. Imagine it was undercover. I'd never forget. Come to my yard. My mum was mad. She weren't mad at the incident. She was mad that she could have had something in her house she could have got arrested or shift for. Imagine that. So that's the kind of environment man was in. You get it? Lad. Now remember, when I'm in Northwest, I'm a youth because I didn't trap in Northwest. I'd done my first street robbery in Northwest London.
Okay.
South Kilburn High Road. One light-skinned brother, not Tyrone. The names escape me, but he kind of not force man, but he was like, he enticed the thing and it was like, yeah, come blood. He was older. Come and do this thing in it. So me now, I'm me in it, wild. Like I'm aggressive. I'm wild. I got no behavior. So when someone's telling me to do this, I'm like, can we go in it? It's normal.
Do you feel it's a thing at them ages there and there's someone older trying to convince you to do this? Do you feel it's like, yeah, I'm going to show you, raw, man can do it?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes, because check it. My son now sitting here, if he's on the street and someone goes to him, hey, Rome, come and do rare tear. He's going to go, no, I ain't doing that because my dad tells me rare.
Exactly.
Do you get it? So not saying my dad is a bad person because we don't know what happens and what people go through at times, but he weren't there from the jump. You get me? So mum's on her Maserati doing her thing, which I respect her for. She was Northwest London's #1 hustler. Marnasita Bryan. Ask about her. But flipping, she's doing her thing, so I'm just left doing my thing. So I chose to do it and I've done it, and now I look back, I don't feel guilty because guilty is giving up inspirational living towards yourself. And I feel like I shouldn't have really done that. But yeah, so that's 2 incidents I can remember off the top of my head. Northwest London. Remember, blood, I'm only no older than 12.
Yeah.
So I'm a little white.
So obviously the situation at home left you vulnerable to be outside around these older people that led you into these situations.
Getting exploited. Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? If things were maybe a bit better, mum or pops were saying, "Raw, where you going?"
Of course.
You know what I'm saying?
Of course.
Get indoors. Like as you said, you wouldn't let your son be out there.
You're mad.
The same way you was. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, times have changed as well. But yeah, so carry on, fam.
So yeah, no. So that was that. So then backwards and forwards, Northwest London. So I went Wellington Way Primary School. I met Nathaniel. I met Daniel. I met like the Dixons, them.
Yeah.
And then I'd go back to Northwest London because mum would come out of jail. So then that would get long. So I never really made no certified connections anywhere, if that makes sense. You get it?
Yeah.
But then, like I said, when I was year 8, what are you, 13, 14 or whatever in year 8?
Yeah.
Once I got to year 8, mum got a longer kind of bird. And then I sort of went boys. Prior to that, I was in a children's home as well in Willesden.
Okay.
So yeah, man's been around, man's done the whole thing, went boys, batted up one idiot, brother. Enough people would know him. Yeah, bro. Done, and you know, it's not even a glorifying thing because
100%,
that
100%.
can mess up your whole something. But yeah, man went boys, was busy, was active, and yeah, this was my now introduction. And man lived Roman Road, and then man moved to Bromley by Bow with Granny and my aunt. But these times now, I now move to Devon's Road.
Yeah.
And then I go Devon's Road now, and now I link up with ADAR, with Dizzee. The breakdown of how I met Dizzee first was he was just one of the man them on the block. Dizzee, Remy, Ashley Lafont. There's bare man I could mention. Yeah, there's bare man from Devon's Road who welcome man actually, because I'm an outsider really. So really, who's this you? It should be and and it should be kind of like the pressure should be applied really when you think about it. But I don't know, it wasn't, and man was accepted with open arms, and I respect man for that. Enough respect to them, man. Ain't got nothing bad to say, and people know me. I talk the truth, bro. I'm not shook of man. I can't be shook of man. And you get me. So I got nothing bad to say about none of them man there. Nothing but love and respect for them man there. Dizzee was a DJ.
I'm gonna touch on that too. Yeah,
I wasn't really an MC. Man needed to make money, fam. Like in Bow Boys, I would tax man's clot. It got to the point where man would come up to man at lunchtime in the dinner line and go, here, and here's £2, £4, £3.50. Like, do you get me? Because man's in year 8, man's licking out a few cigarettes. Like buy the Sovereign for £1.20 or £1.25 them time. Then man man would lick out what singles 50p. Like if you was man them, you might get it for 30p if you're lucky. Like you know, like that. So now when I'm in Devon's Road, I've got this hustler mentality. So now I'm going Devon's Road and rare. So I'm linking up with man and we're getting active now. I think man like he was a bit older than man. He was like, yeah, man's got some weed, rare. Man was like, yeah, man can take that and lick that out too. Boom. Man would take that to school. Then man was licking it out on the block. Then man, as man's getting older, without mentioning any names, man could see how I was getting down, being my young self. And there's some older man who run Bow, and they was like, yo, Anton, we like how you're getting down, young gunner. You know what? How about you come and work with man, innit? And we build up this thing and you can do your own thing. I was like, you know what? Again, it was an exploiting thing. But at the time, I'm not seeing it like that. I'm seeing it as like, yeah, them man rate me because I'm the #1 young gunner on the block and rare. So I'm like, all right, cool. So now this is where man starts shotting crack and heroin. So now, boom, when I'm going to school, I'm half-stepping. I'm half-hearted in school because I'm thinking, right, I've got to get some more cats and right, I've got to lick this shot and yeah, I'm going to buy these crepes. I want to buy my academics tracksuit. I want to buy my new album, buy my Air Force. Do you get me?
School's
These time,
fully not interested no more.
The reason I'm going to school, fam, is because I know at lunchtime I'm getting about £35 from all the £3, £2, £1.50. Do you get me? Licking out a few fags, licking out a bit of weed because knowledge gave me the weed. And then boom, I'm thinking when I come out of school, now I'm going on the block because now I'm licking out some hard food. Do you get me? So it's kind of like, raw, like man's really got this thing going on. So we're in the manor now. Dizzee, you know, he's DJing, but this time it weren't Grime.
No, yeah, that's what I was gonna say because I found a set. A jungle thing, you get me? You, ADAR, STORMIN.
Rinse FM.
Diversion is good and rolling. Diversion.
No, I think I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, man. So that was jungle them days. So
jungle.
You didn't touch on ADAR, STORMIN.
So now I've met Dizzee. He's the DJ.
Yeah.
So now we're going in Fern Street, Devon's Road Youth Club.
Yep. That was. Do you know what? That was legendary as well. That was legendary.
Because you had Lincoln Arches, which was the original gully spot. That's where like Wiley, Rico, God's Gift, and them man would go.
Okay.
This is when we was like maybe even too young.
Yeah.
And these man was like 14, 15. Then you had Cool School and all that.
Because STORMIN won that too.
STORMIN won that. Now STORMIN was ahead of the time in terms of spitting.
Yeah.
He was way ahead of man, like our generation.
Yeah.
So anyway, so meeting Dizzee now, he was DJing Jungle. He would DJ at Devon's Road Youth Club, rare. Yeah. Then ADAR, hard spitter, hard.
Big up ADAR as well.
STORMIN and ADAR are cousins.
Yep.
STORMIN would come to Bow, regular.
Yep.
This is how I then met Storm. Because so Storm's from Plasto.
Yeah.
Now I know, before I was none the wiser, but Plasto was quite greasy.
Yep.
Storm was quite active. I was an active individual. We just gelled straight away. Boom. Straight away, we gelled. Yeah. I remember flipping Man had a Lucky Strike jacket, innit? Leather, like one of them biker jacket things. Some youths come down from, where were they from? From wherever, somewhere. He's like, look, blood. I'm like, my man's got the same coat on as man. Are you mad? Storm was like, bang. Flicked out the something quickly. It was like, oh, come and go and deal with it. This is what I mean by storming was actively.
What years
on
was
stuff.
this? What years was this?
Bruv, this was. Do you know how I remember these events? Do you remember the song 1999?
Yeah.
That era, see that era there? Maserati. That era, that
98,
year,
99,
bro.
them
Are you
times
mad?
there.
Bruv, are you mad? It's at the London Arena,
Crazy.
and I was telling
Remember
them
when Eminem was there?
Eminem and Destiny's Child and
It
Gorilla
was
Unit.
crazy. Yeah, we just burst through the doors.
Gorilla
Yeah.
Unit. That was real. But yeah, no, so storming, and then boom, Storm would beatbox. Like he would do some mad beatbox. Me and Ada would MC back to back.
Yeah.
I was swag. Even to this day, blood, yeah. I don't rate myself as I think people was just shook back in the day. I just think people was shook. I was like, oh yeah, you're sick, blah. Bro, why are you lying? I'm not actually sick. I'm just a bastard, and I'll bust your head.
If you say I'm
so
shit.
you have to. It's almost like some Chooks thing, or so. Do you get me? Because Chooks, he's the governor, bruv. Let's be honest. Like
Fucking no.
he's the governor, bruv. When man would see him, it was like,
Bro,
whoa.
we're everything about memories,
Oh, it's
babe.
lunchtime. Man's got to go and have their lunch now. Do you get me? You know them ones? Like, that's the kind of thing it was.
Getting people like that, bro.
But these are older than man. But these are old. But this is what I'm
That's
trying
crazy.
to say with the music thing. So when I'm spitting and this is how man are going. I'm like, oh, you're sick. I know I'm not sick. Why are you lying? But you're just boomy. Okay, I'll buy that. YG, of course. So
Yeah,
now,
yeah,
So the
yeah,
YGS thing now. So now Storm is beatboxing, Ada's spitting, I'm spitting. We're like sick. Then one next you, Jamie Humphreys, he was sick at beatboxing, so he would come and beatbox. Then the three of us would be going back to back. Me, Stormin, and Ada. You know, Stormin was just killing it every time, like dupping it every time. Then Dizzee now, my man, he would be like, yeah, you man come to my yard, let's make tapes. Wiley's coming round. So then Wiley might make a little appearance, spray 2 bars on the tape or whatever.
Okay.
Then we're like, boom, we've got a sick tape. My man, he's like, yeah, if we do a good enough tape, guys, we can take it to Rinse, and then Genius will hear it or whatever, and then we might get a set on Rinse, blah, blah, blah.
So who's saying it's Dizzee?
This is Dizzee, so he's business-minded.
Yeah, because I was going to ask you that. How was you, man, trying to get on radio? What was your thoughts of trying to...
He was the business mind. And now when you look back, it's only when you look back you can connect the dots. You can see why people are where they are because what's your mind like? You know, what's your paradigm like? What's your engine like that drives you? Well, my engine was a negative, was a negative vibration. Dizzy's energy was a positive, but he wanted to get on radio. He wanted to go and see this manager or see that guy to make this step and that step. That's how he was thinking.
You already had that.
I was thinking crack, heroin, money, bling, girls, weed, alcohol. Do you get what I mean?
Yeah.
So you can tell whose mind was where. So now we done a few tapes, airtime. Man got nothing. But like you said, there was one show you found, which we got a set. That was we probably got brought in by someone. Obviously, GIF, his mum knows my nan, innit?
Okay,
This is why we used to say we was cousins.
Yeah.
So then I remember there was a time he brought me in on a set with him and Plague up on Rinse, long time.
Yeah.
And then I'm guessing this one with me, Storm, Dizzee and Ada, we probably got brought in by someone to do a little set, which man is grateful for.
And more time, that's what it was, getting brought by someone
Just
you
bringing-
knew, or unless
little through balls.
unless it was the mobster thing, just
Yeah,
going
yeah,
and
yeah,
just
yeah,
mobstering a set. You know what I'm saying? I think that was more maybe my generation. You get me? But because like you saying, raw FLAVA used to be in Canning Town, innit?
Yes.
I remember I don't know how we knew where this place was or whatever. Went on the radio, started doing a set.
Mad.
Randy C, come. What you man doing here? You get me?
Okay.
Like, rah. But guess what? After that, we got a set. Do you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so the rebellion actually helped you.
Exactly. And that's,
Imagine
and
that.
that's
But no, yeah, so we done tapes galore, blood. And but after a while, nothing went really popping. These times now, Storm must have been doing a little something with Marcus Nasty and Sharky Major.
yes.
All right, so from YGS was more of a street thing. It wasn't really a music thing. It was more of a street thing.
Yes, true.
But we done our thing. I was telling my little man on the way here, there was a radio station we went on before FLAVA.
Yeah.
something's it weren't Rage FM. Something's telling me Rage FM, but I know it weren't Rage FM. There was a DJ called Rage. I remember some old white guy used to have long hair, used to smoke some big long ash spliffs, the biggest long, and his name was DJ Rage.
Yeah.
The name will come to me. The names escape me. It will come to me. But that was the first station with DJ Master B.
Big up Master B.
Master Blaster B.
Come on.
Yeah, and it was me and Storm. Hence why everyone was like, oh, Armour and Storm's the tag team. Yes, that was the thing.
Yeah.
But then my man went and joined or done a little something with NASTYCREW. Obviously, they're from Newham. He's from Newham. So whatever. He's come back to Bo and was like, blood, you got to come and join NASTYCREW.
Yeah.
But these times now, in that transition, me and Dizzee have got a set on FLAVA FM. So now it's me and Dizzee and DJ Michael Begg.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Big up Begg as well. Big up DJ Begg.
Yeah. So now 12 till 2, no one gave a shit. Me and Dizzee on the station, no one gave a shit. We were just doing our thing. 2 guys from Bo. Like, no one cared. Like, it was air, really. But we had our thing. Yeah. This is our thing, innit? Yeah. Me and Dizzee had some back-to-back bars. I'm a lyrical arsonist. Say, yo, watch this. Any boy this get twist. That was my one, something like that. And his one was like, I'm a lyrical arsonist, blah, 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 blah. So we was doing our thing and it was all right. But, bruv, I'm from Northwest London. Then I came to Bow. I went from Lefevre, Roman Road. Then I moved to like Devon's Road. Then I moved to like Wager and was rolling with certain man in Wager.
So you was all around Bow then. Yeah, bruv, you covered the whole.
I consider myself like a traveller, blood, like a black traveller. This is, I swear to God, I tell people this all the time. That's how it feels because I don't have no real sort of, you know. So he was like, come and join Nasty, blood. It's me, Marcus, and Sharky. I don't know them. I didn't know them. I was like, okay. He said, we got a set on FLAVA, 8 till 10, when all the gallem are getting ready, the phone lines popping, cuz we're doing raves, we're doing Stratford Rex, we're doing Harlequins, we're doing RM1 Club, we're doing Vivid and Elite. I was like, Dizzee, 100, fam. And man just kept it moving, you know, like that. I swear to God. You see, from then, man has had man up in their heart, bruv. Like, I know, energy talks to me. I know this, like, you know, like that. Because prior to that, we was cool. We was friends. We was laugh, joke, and I was with him when he done his first street robbery on Bow Road, outside the DLR station. Man run like flipping Moses Kiptanui. I was like, fam, you can stop now, fam. We're about 10 miles away now, fam. Like, it's calm, you know, like that. It was only a mobile. Like, come on, cuz. Like, I was with him. So we was mates, like,
so this is Dizzee, yeah?
This is Dylan Mills.
Yeah.
So now I'm like, rah, man don't really want to chat to man. Okay, like, it's calm.
The fact that STORMIN come and grabbed you and recruited you to NASTYCREW.
It was him who made me join Nasty. Storm, if it weren't for him, I wouldn't be in Nasty.
You're saying you and Dizzee's relationship was never the same since
We weren't the same. And you know what? Do I knock him? No, not really. We're young kids. We're not really consciously aware. So he's just frustrated and annoyed. But he used to come on sets with man and still do sets. He would come, and we was all on the same station. It's just that he had a shit time and we had a good time. That like a good time set. So, you know, he would come on sets, whatever. But the thing for him that worked was he would then be a producer and an MC, which Wiley was like, yeah, this is handy. I could use him. I can help him. So then Wiley brought Dizzee in, and this is where then Dizzee propelled, and then NASTYCREW left FLAVA and went to Deja.
Yeah, obviously. So you're saying about Dizzee was doing the producing. So do you remember the first NASTYCREW song?
Okay, let me tell you something. Yeah, I'm glad you said that because this totally escaped my mind. Grime was made by Dizzee. Grime was made by Dizzee. How do I know this? Man's been here from the beginning of time when it comes to the grime. There was a song called Readyforwar.
Yep.
Dizzee, Sharky, STORMIN, and Armour.
Yep.
This was the first real hood tune.
I am the full carteller. Don't make me put my finger, did it get on the trigger? Big time gun singer. When I chat with it, sounds like a filler so holler. I am the big sniper, going on bad, going on major. Armour, I'm the entertainer. Well, I used to be a little sniper. Now I'm a big sniper. When I'm getting hyper, sounds of move, Mr. Armour. I am a top shotter, scholar with a $1 million. Chat for mic and I chat so proper, so see ya. Sounds of Mr. Armour. I know that we're ready for war. Make the peace aware that we're ready for war. Clear all the streets 'cause we're ready for war. Hide on your feet 'cause we're ready for war. On your best 'cause we're ready for war.
like, okay, so you got like, forget Roll Deep, because Roll Deep were non-existent at this point. It was, was it Pay As You Go?
Pay As You Go, yeah.
Right, so you had Wiley, Gift, Rico, the governors at the time, right?
Plague, Major Ace,
They were
RIP.
like, yes, they were doing their thing. There was a bit older than man. We were young. Readyforwar was certified. Like the tune was sick. Like the tune was hard. Like the production, it was a proper soundtrack. And
Dizzee made that, yeah?
Dizzee made that.
Dizzee made that, so around 2001, maybe 2000.
Yeah.
Sharky says that's the first tune he vocaled as well.
It's the first tune any of us vocaled.
Yeah.
Dizzee set
Do you
pace.
remember where he done it? Do you remember where he vocaled it?
Next to the cab station by the DLR, All Saints. See, All Saints.
Yeah.
Then you got the cab station. There's a building next to it. I swear it's a swimming pool now. Is it a swimming baths now? Or
It was always a swimming bath, but it wasn't open back in the day. It was shut down or something.
In there somewhere, you go up these stairs. I remember you bust a left and then another left, and there was a little studio room. Sick.
And that's where you called it Readyforwar.
Through Landon Park, something to do with Landon Park. And you got a
that's
link.
where we went, innit? Yeah.
He leveled up. He done this grime thing first.
So do you say that's the first grime tune ever?
That's the first grime tune, bruv. Who made grime at that time?
Yeah.
Wiley and Giff and that. They might have had radio shows where they was talking a bit of crud, but they all wanted to be like Creed and CKP, and all that bubbly party stuff. Yeah. Like they would go to like Gift's tune, in a venue we send you amen. This is where they was going. Like that's where they would talk a bit of crud on radio, but where they wanted to go was there. Creed, CK, we nasty, YGS first, going there. Yeah. Then it evolved to NASTYCREW. No, we are bringing what we are. Yeah. And look now, you have trap, you have drill, you have Afro beats, you have all this greasy music. Because that's to us, man.
Yeah, it's 100%.
True story.
100%. Because I would say, because even that set with you and Dizzee and that on the jungle thing, that's 22 years ago.
Wow.
Do you know what I'm saying? 22 years ago. Some of these artists that are out now, they weren't
even born.
Do you know what I'm saying? So, like when you talk about founders and people that played an integral part of creating and building the foundations for this grime thing, you're definitely one of them, and everyone we're speaking about. Do you know what I'm saying? So, do you feel Dizzee should have been in NASTYCREW?
It would have made sense. It would have made perfect sense because he was with me and Storm regularly.
Why didn't they just recruit him as well?
Dizzee was like Marmite.
Yeah.
You know, like Marmite, it tastes really nice. Well, it's disgusting. Yeah. Like he's one of them. You either rate him, there's no, he's all right. There's no in between, I feel, and a lot of people felt, I believe. But I don't know. Because he was handed, he was a producer, he was an MC.
Yeah.
So it would have made sense, but no, it was the three musketeers, Armour, STORMIN and Sharky. Yeah. And then you have Marcus Nasty. But that time there, bruv, let me tell you, see that era of NASTYCREW, DEJAVU, priceless. That was one of the best moments of my life. I'll tell you for why. So when I'm talking about people are messaging me, telling me about parties in the park, all dayers, Stratford Rex, blood. DMX performed at Stratford Rex, bruv, with about 150 million R1s and superbikes outside.
Rex is
like,
legendary.
Man was going to Rex, RM1 Club, Harlequins, Vivid and Elite, flipping up north. Man went to Wolverhampton,
and this is before any new members. This is STORMIN.
This is before Kane. This is before Footsie, before Jammer, before Hyper, before all of that. The Three Musketeers. This is why I say that period was the best period for me because man was so young, blood. But yet man were doing so much and didn't realize the depths of what we was doing. So 100%. That was the win for me. That was the win. Like the parties in the park and the girls and Rex and man's on them times they're Bounty Killer for me and Elephant Man were my go-to guys. Anytime I needed any sauce or any style or to know how to pattern up, my influence was Bounty Killer, Elephant Man. But watch it now. So when we're going right, so EQ. Do you remember EQ?
Yeah.
Waterden Road, NASTYCREW, Armour, Storm, Sharky, Marcus Nasty.
Yeah.
Bruv, this was like how can I put it? Goons. When I say goons is an understatement. It's like EQ, the road was so long as well, yeah? And grim, right? And these times, Bow, Hackney, Stratford, it weren't like hunky-dory like it is now. Now it's calm, innit?
Hackney and Stratford used to be full of, innit?
Hackney and Stratford, it was emotional. But then Bow and Hackney, it was emotional as well. Bro, it goes, bro, this shit runs deep. But what I'm saying now, so for me it was weird, like known as someone from Bow, in a crew called NASTYCREW from Newham. It was a bit sticky, bruv. But what I'm saying is now, when man are going to EQ now, bussing mic, like this is a big dance, like bare people bussing the, like Morfire Crew won an MC competition at EQ. I remember doing a set, me, Storm, Sharky, like you couldn't even see the crowd. It was all dark, it was all mad, like you're spraying button up mic. And then boom, I think was it Baby Sham or someone? Big up NASTYCREW, well done for your set. But next up we got MC competition. We've got Lethal B, we've got Ozzy B, and we've got imagine that. Like Morfire Crew.
Before isn't it? So
this is this is what I'm saying, bro.
When did Air come back? Can you remember when their tune come back?
Bruv, this must have been what? 2000 and...
Because it's like they was around, but it's like
2003, I don't know.
EQ.
They won a competition.
EQ was legendary.
EQ was greasy.
And obviously, we can say that. That's where thing was, isn't it? That's where
Deja.
Yeah,
on top on the rooftop.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So obviously you had EQ, the dance where a lot of Grime legendary garage raves was going on. Yeah. And on top you had Deja, another legendary place. Do you know what I'm saying? Like
another legendary place. You had Deja, which
it's like it was all going on. Anyone that don't know, that was a pirate radio station at the time. So it's not like it was legal to have this place going on upstairs, and that's where a lot of legendary sets was done and so forth. You get me? So what race was it? Like Young Man Standing and that?
Young Man Standing. Last Man Standing. Rumble.
Even the names of the raves, it was like it was man was going there for a mad thing. Right. Last Man Standing.
Let's go.
Rumble.
Yeah. You got your thing, Boom.
I remember I told my mum, I'm going Rumble. She said, you're not going nowhere. I was about 14. Come to my door. I said, you ready, Q? I said, I can't come.
But no, we're forgetting a spot. Palace Pavilion. This is what I mean. You see, listen, out to you rappers and you lot now, you lot got it good, very, very good. Big up man like Kerwin as well. Soldier. Wiley, Soldier. Bruv, because let me tell you, bruv, it weren't sweet, you know. It weren't sweet, Q. Listen, going them places there, you had to go like loaded. Because it was PP, Palace Pavilion.
PP. You see that ones.
And then after this period now, then you had who joined first?
Yeah, so the new members, so around probably about 02 new members started coming in it. Double, Kano, Hyper, I think.
Yeah, so Kano made a tune called Girls Love Boys or something like that. And then he goes, he must have just told man he can spit as well. Now I don't know him. I didn't know him. He knew obviously like Sharky, Storm, whatever. Yeah. So man was like, all right, come and have a set and we'll see what I want. Yeah. So he's come now. He could spit. I rated him. I thought he was good. Yeah.
Might lift me, can't beat me, wanna meet me, not friendly, not SWEET, grinding properly, alongside me and Armour MC.
If I dark you, I dark your crew. After that, I'm bound to burn you 1-2. It's a big time, I want to. Shut your mouth, you don't want to curfew. If I dark you, I dark your crew. After that, I'm bound to burn you 1-2.
Techie, very black, bouncy, like stabby, in and out, boom, boom. He was good. Then boom, he joined. I think Double had already joined by that point, I think. Double, Hyper. Yeah. Hyper and Double. Do you know how I met Double?
Go on.
So my brethren, Nathaniel, my right-hand man.
Oh, yeah. Woman.
Yeah, but imagine now.
Yeah, I know, but go on.
Yeah, imagine now. There was a bit of a madness going on now. And that it was like, I'm going to call my brother. I'm like, who's your brother? I didn't even know he had a brother. I was like, who's your brother? It was like, D. double. I'm like, okay. From Gate. I was like, Gate, what? He went Forest. I went Forest. What? Forest? What were you talking? Forest? I didn't know. Like these times, I'm thinking who? Because we're young. Like these, like, we're young. We're young.
And it's only up the road, but
yeah. So this is before I was.
It's like you're just learning about these places.
So this is before I was in NASTYCREW. So I'm
This is just
pedaling.
This is just on the road time. You're just going back to how you even know.
So now Double's come now. So he's rang him. Yeah, bro. I got a bit. I got a madness. Yeah, can you come and back it? So now Double don't know what beef. What's going on? He's just come, boom, 2 whips. He come with a guy called Triggy and Hyper, and some other goons from Forest Gate. Now, anyone who's got anything to say about Double, I can say when it's time for action, the man turn up. So that was sick. And then boom, Hyper, and then the crew was big now. So now it felt a lot more, it felt a lot more certy. And do you know what? I think what made NASTYCREW so powerful was that I had the yard style. Double was like a comic.
Crazy.
Sharky was like a deep spitter. Storm was just like a freestyle Don, rapid tongue, like different style. Kano was then bouncy, bubbly. Hyper was like this kind of like an older, kind of more of a wise head. Do you get me? So there was so much, the dynamics was mad.
Everyone that came from NASTYCREW was sick.
Mad.
When you think about it, all the MCs.
Yeah, and then Gets joined.
That's what I'm saying. Every single person, obviously that's you, man, recruiting the right people at the same time. Do you know what I'm saying? But everyone could stand on their own too. And
Gets, I'm sure Gets used to do like cars.
The first lot anyway, like the original members, and then going up to even, as you said, Gets, even Monkey,
Monster, deep spitter.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Footsie as well. Footsie. Yeah, Footsie was all right. But no, Monkey though. Boy, Monkey, deep, techie.
Yeah.
Very techie.
Different.
But I think Sharky was the best spitter.
He was advanced from day.
Bro, you see if he was now. You see if he had them bars and he was doing that. If there was a young man doing them barring like he was barring them now, gone.
Definitely, like his thing was advanced. Like he used to go deep. When man was just spitting 4-bar repeats, he was spitting 16s, 32s, like in-depth lyrics where you had to listen and work it out. And do you know what I'm saying? Like there was a story to it. Or
some of his bars, and they are just like mad for that era as well. Exactly, and then you had Jammer who joined.
Yeah. Obviously, well, good, you know. Yeah.
That tune.
You know what I'm saying? So that must have been one of Jammer's first tracks as well that was out there.
That tune was meant to get signed to Sony. And there was a madness with one of the managers or director or someone who we was dealing with died or something. So that kind of put a halt into whatever. I remember we had some meeting thing at Jammers, and he just expressed, like you told, man, my man must have died through, he had some accident somehow or whatever, and that flopped the whole thing. But that tune, big tune.
And that was early on as well. Like that was after Readyforwar, but it was
after
early
Readyforwar, but still early, like nasty days. But Jamo, producer, used to go to his yard. He had a good family home, mum and dad, enough manners and respect to them. He had his missus there at the time. He had his youth. He had the perfect home, bro. That's why subconsciously, man, even love going there just to feel the energy and the vibration and the warmth from his home. You get me? He had the basement where man would go down and do all of the music and whatever. And that was, bro, that was powerful, man. Enough love to his family and that, bro.
Definitely.
But this is another thing where, so fast forwarding slightly, we will come back, but I went away for like 10, 11 years, come back to the game. Skepta is on billboards with Naomi Campbell. Jammer is the Merkel man. And I'm like, what the fuck? Hold on, what happened to Double and Gets and like the man them who was spitters? Like what how are these guys now surpassed, man? And like now...
Them man weren't even like, well, not them, like Jammer was around, but just like a Skepta. He was. I remember being on a set and Skepta didn't even MC. He just came to just support his brother. You get me? He was a producer, DJ. You know what I'm saying?
He would come to, is it Heat FM? I think in North London or something. And he would come, and I remember there was a time he was like, oh you man a sick man, and but you know I big up Skepta and I rate him because he come from outside the thing and he's just come and just overtook and gone.
Oh no, definitely,
And
definitely.
man was showing me he's got some bars as well with so I've got one bar called Run It Up. I run it up, and he used it a lot actually. Some guy was showing me, and he would use it. But I think that after a while, that became an in thing to use people's bars to propel yourself.
Yeah, definitely. But it's a big up as well. It's
a
like,
slight big up.
It's like paying homage as well. Do you know what I'm saying?
But when we were spitting, you would never do that.
That was a teething thing.
That was this teeth man's. Are you fucking mad?
Yeah, of course. Teething man's bars. Right. You can't say that. You can't say it like that. That's like my man. Or you had to have your own style. That was it. There was no paying homage. There was no.
What I'm saying.
You get me? Maybe there was paying homage, but to the bigger artists like the reggae artists maybe. Or the
artists. Because they're gone.
Yeah, man can say a little something and it's like,
yeah. But that's what it is. So yeah, when I come and I see how them man were just flying now, I was like, later. So where's everyone else who was doing the thing? Then when I deeped it a little bit, I see what happened. But so coming back, so Gets joined, and then
So even before that, so Double, Kano, Hyper, moving on to Deja. There was some legendary sets. You get me?
Powerful.
Bag of legendary sets.
Powerful.
Jammer's birthday set.
Which one? What, on Deja?
2003, yeah.
I think I got a bit of footage of that still.
Yeah, it's online. Big up A+. I think A+.
A+.
I spoke to him as well. I'm trying to get him to come true as well. You get me?
Don't forget Rooney as well.
Yeah. Big up Risky, man.
Them man were doing their stuff still.
Jammer's birthday bash, man. You see that set there, obviously you was there.
There's enough man there.
Exactly. So
legends.
Imagine being in a room, people, if you know and you know about the Grime scene, the UK scene, imagine being in a room with the likes of Dizzee Rascal, Wiley, Kano, Titch, Esco, R.I.P., Double, even Tinchy as well.
Tinchy was
You get
there.
me? Big up Tinch, like all in the same room at one time.
Jesus.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's
one
it.
time.
No, not a lot of people can even say that they was an integral part of building the Grime scene and its history and was there on them sorts of occasions. You know what I'm saying?
Grateful. Because let me tell you for why. Really, I shouldn't have even been there. I'm from Northwest London. I should be a C-Biz kind of guy, or a Nines kind of guy, or a K-Coke, or a... That was me. My first police raid, I was in Stonebridge, a lady called Maxine's house, Maxine Bailey, big up Joe, her son, and the yard got raided. I was getting my hair braided. I remember some Alsatians running down, police in the yard. That's where I'm from. You get me? That's like front line, Northwest London complex down in Stonebridge. Mum used to take me there as a little youth. So that should have been my thing. Yeah. I should have been on what them man are on.
Yeah, you was far removed from being from Tower Hamlets, Newham, and getting involved in all of the stuff that was going on. I know what you're saying. You was far away from all of that.
Imagine.
So I know what you're saying.
So to come from there to then be, placed with the artists them who now today are classed as legends and whatever. Yeah. Bro, I'm just like, yo, mum, big up yourself. And yeah, man, because if it weren't for her, keep going in and out. That's why things happen for a reason. When something bad happens, don't think it's a negative knock-on effect. No, when something bad supposedly is happening, there is always going to be light, and you will see, you will recognize at some point, actually, that needed to happen for that to happen. Do you get me? So enough respect to the man them. And you know what? It's good to see that people can feed their family off of doing stuff that are positive. But Quince, I'm going to go off a little bit. So is it really necessary us having these rappers rap the thing, how they're rapping it? Because the youths them are going to go out and do the same thing. So we're better off having you one on the road doing your thing, not encouraging thousands of other kids going to do a madness.
So do you think sometimes the message some of the artists are spitting within Grime or just within music in general is like not...
The music...
Not good for the
youth. Not good for them. I'll tell you one man, my son's sitting right here. There's one man off the top of my head I'd let him listen to who is from my era of Grime. That's a Akala.
Big up Akala.
One man out of how many? Come on, that's ridiculous. How is there only one man who is talking the necessary talk? How is everyone still? And you know what? In my podcast the other, bruv,
that's nuts, you know.
That
man
is
said there's one man,
nuts.
One
out of how many?
Spitting the necessary talk out of how many?
Come on.
Big up Akala. Still.
Come on.
Big up Akala.
Bruv, I had an interview the other day with someone, and he was giving me off camera some jewels. Not even jewels. He was just giving me some knowledge, some awareness about certain artists who people look up to, and they talk the biggest skeng talk, and he was giving me some deep knowledge about them. And this guy's a simple guy from the same ends, and was telling me, yo, and it just certified things for me even more that, you know, it's unnecessary talk we're hearing, man. Unnecessary talk.
Most definitely.
Like all of them, Quints, all of them Grime MCs, they're lying, blood. Cause none of them ain't bodied no one. I know that. Why? Because I know them. Like that's the truth. Like none of them ain't bodied no one. You know, just because man might have shot a bit of food or whatever, it don't make you Scarface, fam. And let's get it right. The biggest gangster is Griselda Blanco, or should I say the biggest trapper is Griselda Blanco. So man talk about Escobar and Scarface. Well, them man a little man. Come on, let's be honest. Like, let's talk about Griselda, the woman, Mother Nature. Let's get
the
gangsta.
Black Widow.
Come on, man. And the truth is, I'll be honest, fam. Hold on, I'm gonna make sure I've got this right.
Yeah.
Okay. None of them Grime guys are born into the gangster. So why are you talking gangster? Hold on, right? This don't make sense. Okay, so it does make sense because people wanna, you know, follow and be part of, and I want in just because it looks good and just because. But then when your mum gets kidnapped, then you're upset, and then when your brother gets a headshot, then you're pissed, and then when your baby mum gets licked down, then it's a problem. So why do it? I use me because this is the truth, blood. Like, man was born into the Rascal thing. Man tasted crack before I even touched road. What do I mean? My mum took drugs before I was out of her body. Therefore, I tasted food before I touched road. So when I touch road, I'm I'm a crackhead, you could even say, because man's tasted it. You know, like that. Yeah. So man's born into the thing, the hustle.
The term was crack baby, innit?
Crack baby, fam. Yeah. Third generation, though, you know, cuz. Granny, number one hustler, fam. Let me tell you, Granny, how she's still here today. She's the one I told you off camera was telling me, Ant, what you going over there today? You better be careful. Because I'm like, no, don't worry, it's calm. She's 70, blood. Nan had mum at 16. Mum, same said thing, hustle hard, whatever. Mum then had me, third generation, bro. The thing is real. But I'm glad to say, man, bust the cycle. But no, back to the Grime thing. Yeah, man.
Them sets, the people that was on them, the producers, DJs, MCs.
Jeez, Terror.
You get me?
Mac 10, Marcus, no, that is mad.
Trust me. Them sets from like 2000 to 04, that's when Grime was founded. You get me? That's when it was formed, should I say. Do you know what I'm saying? So boom, Kano left like 04, 05, ran back them terms.
Yeah, so you got to remember now, Quince, I, number one, am not a music man through and through.
Yeah.
I'm a road man first.
Yeah.
Secondly, I do the music for entertainment, bit of hype, gallem, whatever. And thirdly, I'm not from Newham.
Yeah.
So when there's a whole bag of Rascal politics going on in Newham, I will then come to radio, or I might go to Jammer's Yard if we go, like voicing a tune or whatever. But then because there's politics, I won't really know the depths. Yeah. Storm might go, wait, I never guess what happened the other day. Boom, boom, boom. I go, swear down. I go, yeah. But anyway, come, let's write this tune, or come, let's do it. So, but I don't know fully. Do you get it?
Yeah, you're not in it like that. Yeah,
I'm not in it like that, but I do know.
Because I was going to say, like, Kano left by 04, 05, got signed, got a deal, kept it moving.
Yes.
Marcus obviously went away early. Mac 10 took over as the DJ.
Marcus was always, in and out of jail, whatever.
Marcus came back out. Some members was removed at the time.
Yeah, politics again, bruv. It was like madness. But do you know what? You see, God works in mysterious ways. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
Me and Storm, imagine me and Storm. We never had passports. And we got booked to go to, where was it we went to? Or we had a booking to go Ibiza.
Yeah.
So now, me and Storm, did Sharky go? I don't think Sharky went. Or did Sharky go? But I know for certain, me and Storm didn't go. Ibiza.
Yeah.
And there was a madness in Ibiza, blood.
Okay.
There was a madness, mad drama. There was a beef thing out there. Certain man didn't back man with beef and that. So when the founder has found out, man are like, hold on a minute, are you serious? Like, hold on, Quince, if me and you are on the road here, bro, and you get moved to, I'm getting moved to. I hope if I get moved to, you get moved to. I'm not saying we have to come out victorious, but if I get a bust nose, you must get a bust nose too, because we're in this together. Otherwise, why am I walking the road with you?
Yeah.
You get me?
Yeah.
So when Marcus found out about the something, he was pissed. Like any other human would be pissed, for sure.
Okay.
Especially coming from where we all come from. So yeah, man, the shit just went down. It got political. Yeah, and it was mad. It was mad. It was real. It was real. It was real political. Man got bad up. Man got chief up. But I must honestly say, at no point in the East End of London have I... No, I'm lying. Yeah. One time, some bomber will try it. When I was with Storm, I got this tattoo on my arm, Born to Die, yeah? And Storm must have done a madness one time. So the bros them of the youth must have seen Storm and myself coming out of Stratford. Al's tattoos, big up Al. Tattoos as if he's still there. Boom, must have seen man now. Now Storm and my guy, flying high, eagle business.
Come on.
If he ain't got a strap or a shank, he's not your right-hand man you want in your life. Like, he's not. And he'll tell you, I'm not boxing, fam. I'll shank you. I'm not a boxer, fam. I'll leave that to Mike Tyson and them, man. Like, he will say that.
Yeah.
So now he's like, our arms, there's rare. Can we go, fam? Can we go? I said, Storm, you come on, bruv. Go where? When do I run, fam? If we get tucked in, we get tucked in together. It's nothing, bruv. We don't win every fight. It don't go like that. No, blood, arms, man, arms. I'm like, can't we just put it on them? And I think there was about 4 or 5 of them, whatever. I said, can't we just put it on them? These times they had a big Tom around my neck, big cross, whatever. So I'm like, boom, cocky little fucking shit, thinking I'm the man. Boom, I'm like, what then? What is it? Rare. So I'm putting it on them like I'm not shook. My man's had it on his toes. My bros had it on his toes. I'm like, so now I'm tussling now with 4 or 5 man. Boom, one's tried to pop my chain, I've grabbed him. The other one's tried to grab me, I've grabbed him. I'm just trying my best here, you get me, fam? But the blessing was this in Stratford Shopping Centre. So now I can't really go on. Security's come, held me up against the thing. My chain, my cross flew over there. Luckily enough, my chain fell sort of just by my foot or whatever. So I just picked up my chain, whatever. They go, no, you pussy, you pussy, man, got your cross, what? So now, the sad thing is, blood, if you're in a crew called NASTYCREW and no one's getting nasty, then what does that tell you? That was my first scenario, fam. When I encountered, and it weren't even my drama. It weren't even my blood clot thing. Imagine now there was no like, what arms, what, no, none of that from NASTYCREW. The only person who we forgot to mention actually, Salute, because I spoke to him about 2 years ago, a year ago, and he said, Arms, you know what, blood? I love your thing, and you know what? Anytime you got any fuckery going on, call me and man will come and lick off anyone's head, blood. Nasty Jack.
Big up Nasty Jack.
Big up Nasty Jack. But do you know why I big him up twice? Because he's from West London. Jeez. How about that?
So that's your
but but it's weird, isn't it?
Like a full circle.
But it's weird, right?
He
was the only one who rang me and said, man, let's roll out, fam. Imagine that. He was the only one to ring me and say, man, let's go and do this. And he was cussing, man. Saying them man are this and them man are that. He's real.
No, he seems legit still.
He is real. He might have a bit of a screw loose in there, but bruv, he's 30, bruv.
He seems
and his heart's in the right place. But yeah, so that's my only encounter with like sort of any sort of, I wouldn't say loss, but any kind of thing where I came out a little bit unfortunate. It's a learning curve. You get it? It's a learning curve. Winning is learning, learning is winning.
So by then, obviously, 04, 05, NASTYCREW consists of a whole new lineup by then.
Yeah,
You know
but
what
there
I'm
was
saying?
no. Yeah, but remember, I left as well. So I left. So we done a tune called "Girls Love Nasty."
That's what I was gonna get onto next. Yeah, so
Yeah.
Girls Love Nasty. That was 06 that came out.
Was that 06?
Yeah.
So okay.
So yeah, you're not on the Girls Love Nasty song though.
Do you know why?
Your own.
Do you know why?
Bit at the end.
Because
Explain.
I said that no make it. I said that ain't cutting it. I said blood. Man is from the grease, brethren. Yeah. Why are now man trying to run and be like we was talking about, like the
going-
whole creedy.
Yeah, like man's going back.
PSG.
Yeah.
I'm not a soft. And you know who said it? Again, big him up 3 times. Nasty Jack.
Yeah.
Cool shot. But
Yeah.
Armour will change it.
Yeah.
We'll have your bit like this. And it'll be better actually for the whole video. It'll be better for all of us actually.
Yeah.
Because you've rebelled, that whole rebellious thing. I'm an Aquarius.
Yeah.
Big up the Aquarius gang them. Because I rebelled, man just said, all right, we'll do ABC. So then it give the video more oomph. And yeah, that was my bit, the dark, greasy bit
Yeah,
at
no,
the
most
end.
definitely that bit was sick still.
Yeah,
And I remember
yeah.
even seeing the tune and thinking, raw, where's Armour? And then boom, it come
Bam.
on.
Bit of shot. Bah, bah.
You know
And
what
then
I'm
it
saying?
comes in.
Yeah.
And that's it. And you know what? But you know what, bro? I'll be honest. I am just grateful. I am grateful. When I look back, and it's only when you look back, you know, you can connect the dots and go, oh, that was for there and that was there. Oh, that, da. Now I look back and I am so grateful, blood. There are men who have done a fraction of what I've done. A fraction. And they're in jail. 25. Dead. Curtains. You get me? Yeah, man. So, yeah, man, it's worked out. But no, man are feeding their families, and, you know, I just hope man find balance, blood. Because when I'm here, obviously I'm on the socials. I've been on there for like 4 years now. Yeah. And I see what's going on and I see the pattern. And I just think to myself, wow, it's oppression. It's oppression. It's oppressing. Now, slavery is not physical, it's mental. If I can control the way you think and how you feel, I've won. I don't need to come and hold you up and put chains on your ankle. No, because I control your mind. So if our minds are controlled by this power, higher power, then it's brilliant. It's brilliant. This is what I don't understand. But it is what it is, man.
So after Girls Love Nasty, as I said, the Grime thing was dying out, the music was changing.
That's wash, man.
Yeah. So is that when you came away from
that point there? I was already away from it.
Yeah. Because you were,
man was in video, like man was in the video blinging to shit. Ring was bags, watch was bags, bracelet was bags, 2 chains bags, cross alone was bags.
Man was
like,
far away from it already, and it's like man just made an appearance type of thing.
Fam, I swear. Man was like, oh.
It seemed like that as well.
I was with his mum that day, and Natty. Yeah. I goes, oh. I said, do you want to come to a video shoot? She went, what do you take me for? I went, all right, cool, no drama. So me and Natty jumped in the whip, drove to West London, and we done the shoot quickly. Yeah. Like, it was one of them, just me and Natty just drove there, done a teleline. When we got there, and I see the setup, it looked quite pro, like it looked quite professional. Like, in like a certain building, had all these little extras, and there was girls there to do this dancing and whatever. I was like, okay, cool. So I actually called just a few more goons. Actually, so then in my bit, you see there's Sharky and there's a couple man. Okay, yeah. But there's also a few extra man, and who specifically said, blood. I mean, having man's face in it, big and bait, it's probably not the wisest.
Them days as well, no one was on shirt in it.
Them days, what? Because if I show your face in there, then when man see me, they're gonna move to me because you was in my video. Do you know them ones? Quit. So it's
Definitely.
like
guilty by association.
And this is what man go to jail for now as well these days, which is a big thing. But yeah, no, it's so them times there it was a bit washed up. So man just thought, you know what? It's a video, yeah. All right, let me make the effort. So I drove down, done the video, and after that it was like, man just was on doing my thing, making money. Yeah. And then I had a daughter. Yeah. And then that changed I stopped smoking weed instantly. I stopped listening to rap music, seductive music in my car instantly. My whole life changed. People I would talk to on the regular did not call anymore, deleted their number out my phone. I then kept coming backwards and forwards from country. I then stayed in country, didn't come back to the hood no more. It was literally, I just like bang, lock off,
Yeah.
done. One day it was just like, bam, done, simple.
Yeah.
It can be funny because there was an event Frisco had, Pirate Radio Mentality. It was on Channel 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
And Risky enlightened me about that and said, come down, it's rare, boom, boom, boom.
Yeah.
I was like, cool. Went there, bare man there, you know, Tinchy Strider was there, Getz was there, Chipmunk, and, you know, all the artists there, whatever. And when I see, man, they hadn't seen man for like 10 years.
Yeah.
When they see man, it was like, oh my God, hugs and kisses. Skepta was there as well. Yeah. Hugs and kisses and blood, yeah, man. We should link up, man. Yeah, we should do this, do that. I was like, yeah, no problem. These times I've just started up my social.
Yeah.
I've just linked up with Double. We're doing a little bit, like a few bits and bobs, whatever.
Yeah.
And then boom. It's like the aftermath now, the whole social thing. Like it's weird. Like Getz, to be fair.
Yeah.
And Deneo.
Yeah.
They would like a few things for like a couple of months.
Yeah.
But then I think, do you know what happened? I'll tell you what Rascal happened.
Yeah, go.
You see, when I start talking the truth, like I said earlier, see the truth. Sometimes the truth can set you free.
Yeah.
And sometimes the truth can just suck you up.
Yeah.
Man don't like it. Why don't they like it? Because they know I know them.
Yeah.
I know you're lying.
Yeah.
Don't lie. So when I'm talking about rappers and I'm talking about role models and I'm talking about doing the necessary, man ain't ready for that vibration yet. So man have to just let go and just keep it moving. Do you get what I mean? It's not because they don't like man or because whatever, they're just not ready.
They're not in the same space.
They're not ready. It's mad because I went studio with Wiley and this was before all the madness with him and all that, and he had these socials. And he was like, he's a funny guy. He was like,
big up Will.
He was like, blood, I got some skeng man messaging me, spazzing out over you, bruv. Like from South, like bear man messaging me because we must have done a little whatever. He put some footage up on his social, whatever. And he went, we got to do this thing, blood. We got to do this thing. Nothing ever come of it. In fact, I'll play you the tune, that he said, pick any tune you want. I'll just message the producer and tell them we're taking it and we're doing whatever. He said, too much belly on there for me. Too much. I'm going to have to get Rico or Flo done. He said, there's too much belly arm. You will swallow me up. And he done a verse. He went, no.
That's definitely
like,
exactly
how but that's him, innit? Well, you know that's him, innit?
So exactly
too much belly. And all these hand movements. And his facial. That. But no,
obviously your style as well, there's other similar styles, you know what I'm saying, as well. Obviously, knowing the music thing and know where the styles come from and all of that, you know what I'm saying? But obviously there was like you give Rico, Flo, Dan, Jamaica B.
Of course,
After that there was the likes of Shizzle and who else, man? Killer P. There's a few, do you know what I'm saying? Like there's a few, you get me, they come with the Yardman style still, but man.
Dirty Dogs.
I
reckon he was definitely the governor.
He was sick with it.
When it come to the yard thing, because he was very skippy
with it. He
would stab the tune to shit. But it's real, man. Real.
Yeah. We saying the state of music nowadays.
Do you know what, kid?
Do you listen to any of the new stuff or?
You have lost your mind. Listen. 432 hertz is the frequency we need to listen to. What war was it? There was a war. And they changed the frequency, blood. They changed the frequency to, I think it's 4. What is it? 4 something. But the land, the natural frequency is 432 hertz, blood. This is what people meditate on and all that, bruv. That's the frequency we need to listen to. So if I'm listening to anything, I mean, when I'm feeling a little bit wild and whatever, I'll maybe listen to a bit of dance or something like that. You get me?
Yeah.
But no, all this rap. This drill, this trap stuff, blood, it's mad.
You let your son listen to it?
Huh? Are you... Listen, he'll tell you now, there's no time at all. The only time he might have a sneak preview if I'm at work and, he wants to get brave and he wants to maybe go in there, but he knows what time it is. No way.
That's it. Yeah, man.
You're mad. No, because, blood, remember this, Q. Images shape reality. So... You can't blame the music. Okay. Well, know this. Music and rhythm, yeah, and vocals together are the perfect exercise for the soul. So if you're in the gym, listening to the same tune, you're on your way to school, on your way home from school, in your bed, while you're gaming at home, this is getting into your subconscious mind, brethren. Our subconscious mind is our rascal engine that drives us every day.
Yep.
You get me? So subconsciously you're acting without even realizing how you're acting.
Yeah.
You get me? It's a programming. And this is why they want us in school, nursery, college, uni, and eating the shit food, because it's programming. It's all programming, blood.
Most definitely, man. Last year, dropped something on Grime Original channel with Sharky.
Oh, yeah. Something, Gains.
Yeah. I think his son's even in it as well, isn't it?
Yeah, he's in it, blood.
Yeah.
My daughter's in it as well.
Yeah. Come on,
the
man.
gang's in it, man.
Check that out, people. What's your relationship with Sharky like?
Proper.
Use the last two founding MCs. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Obviously, he had a bag of other people in NASTYCREW, but these are the last two. Where STORMIN passed away,
last two
RIP.
standing.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like MC whereas use the two original founding fathers.
Nasty.
You get me?
Imagine that. That's true as well.
So what's your relationship like with Sharky? Like, there's
good, very good.
Because I see you do a couple Grime Original bits. And
very good. I went to support his thing. We done a tune a little while ago. I might speak to him now and again once in a blue moon. I mean, we're kind of on, I say, two different paths. Obviously, he's doing the Grime Originals thing. He's trying to bring back and give life to all the guys that used to be Grime MCs, and he's trying to give them a little platform to do their thing. And I'm kind of doing my thing, going into prisons, schools, colleges, telling them that they all talk shit, basically. Imagine that. Like, it's a bit of a contrast. It's a bit of a,
I know what you're saying.
In a nutshell, I mean, that's kind of, I don't go and say they talk shit, but I'm saying it's unnecessary, it's whatever. Man, but for sure. So
the youth work, tell me about the youth work you've been doing. I see you speaking at Wolverhampton, because funny enough, you said you went Wolverhampton College,
no, that was the first place I
went. That's where you went, you went and spoke there as well, innit?
Imagine that.
Big up the Few Good Men Youth Organisation, big up Michael Bell as well.
Governor.
You know what I'm saying?
Governor.
What's your direct message that you're trying to push, and the message for the youth, like, in terms of that?
So for the youths, we just need to know that you are God and you are it. And everything you want is actually inside of you, just laying dormant. We just need to go within and just check ourselves and monitor the people we're surrounding ourselves with, monitor the food we're eating. That's how you win, man. That's how you win. From the inside out. All this material business from the outside in. Oh, I'm going to get away. Bro, man's had 4x4s. Man's had BMs. Man's had this, rare, tear. Brethren, after 6 weeks, I am very, very, very bored of whatever it is I'm driving or whatever clothes I'm wearing. It becomes now just another item of whatever it is. Yeah. Do you get what I mean?
Most definitely.
It's from the inside out we win, cuz. From the inside out for the youths, just know that.
So anything to look out for? Like any projects, like youth projects or any music? Or?
Well, tomorrow I'm going for a tour around Wandsworth Prison. Yeah. Big up a few great men again.
Again,
yeah. We're hitting up tomorrow, the 1st of June, and then hopefully we'll be in there carrying out the U project again by a few great men.
Yeah, man.
Which is they've brought me in. To do with them. That will be in June, mid-June. And also, there's something in my local area, which is in Essex. I'll be doing something with the youth up there, but that's sort of in the next sort of month or two. We'll see how it goes. And no, people have been pestering me actually, saying I should do an EP. I should do an EP, do the music thing. And do you know what? I probably would if I had more time.
Yeah.
But true to work and that, like working, and I'm studying within the work I'm doing as well, and then doing my outside stuff with the youths and them, and then having a wife and you got kids,
your own kids as well, innit?
Wife and kids and horses and dog and like, bro, it's mad. So right now, man,
we say you got horses, yeah?
2 horses, 1 pony, 1 horse, 1 dog.
That's what I'm saying. So just think of that. Just think of all of the things we've touched on and the life that you were saying that you came from. You got 2 horses now.
Do you know what? I'll be honest. You see, when I'm walking the horses to the fields, yeah,
Because that's some different type of stuff, man. You know what I'm saying?
different vibration.
Some different type of stuff.
Do you know what, blood? It's weird. I pinch myself so many times, and even silly things like going swimming with my son, who's 2.
Yeah.
Now, remember, at 23, I had my first daughter.
Yeah.
And 10 months after that, my wife's niece and nephew was going to go into care. Okay. And then we made the decision collectively to have them. Okay. So from the jump off, I had 3 kids straight away. Yeah. Then this little bomber all come along, and that was 4. Do you get me? We had 4 kids for like 9 years. Yeah. And then they went back and then whatever. But no, but having the horses in that, blood, sometimes I pinch myself and it's like, wow, like change is possible, innit?
That's
like,
what I'm saying. Change
is possible. So any little youth who's going through any moment, and now I understand the mind, blood.
Yeah.
Now I know how to actively control my mind. Quince, basically I say, look, everything you say is truthful. Yeah. Racism, institutional racism is an issue. Yeah. You had a hard life, yes. You was abused, yes. Your family were murdered in front of you, yes. Everything you say is truthful. But what do you want? Do you want the emotion or do you want the progress? You can make a decision. You can sit in the emotion and be like, oh, shit. Or you can say, oh, I'm going to get up and go.
I see you say something. You said, you don't win, you learn. You don't lose, you learn. Everything's learning. Do you know what I'm saying?
It's all learning, cuz. All of it is learning, God. I am telling you. It's true,
fam. That's a deep one still.
Yeah, man.
You get me?
Yeah, man.
But yeah, man, Arms, blessed for coming through, my guy.
Come on, bruv. Come on, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure,
man.
Namaste, King.
Come on.
Yes, man. Yes, man.
Done now.